Welcome back to Warzone and welcome aboard the, wow, the Italian F-84G-21 RE. Battle rating 7.7, equipped with 650 caliber M3 Brownings, 1800 rounds. Top speed is listed with 980 kilometers an hour currently, and it's a fantastic plane. It has an air start, it gives you all the advantages that you need. The maximum up tier is 8.0, and I just flew it a little bit because I want to kind of spade it. Now, okay, this battle was just very intense. I recorded like seconds after it has ended, and man, that fight, what happened in this battle was, for me personally, pretty spectacular, and I did not expect that we actually could win this. And at the end it was kind of a bit disappointing that I didn't get more kills, but I'd rather win it and get the amounts of kills that I had instead of going for the, you know, stupid throwaway gameplay that would cost me eventually the win. I don't even know the name of the map. It's a down tier, more or less. So 7.7 is the highest that I have noticed in this battle, and I'm somewhat climbing in, you know, using a little bit of speed, a little bit of climb rate, a little bit of altitude, a bit of everything. I'm not an ultra extreme pro with this plane, but on other maps that I know, I can actually do the rush tactic, you know, go up to speed and zoom climb the enemies and get them from an unexpected angle or within the clouds. You know, dot spotting is still a thing in this game. And at this point in time I thought to myself, well, where is the enemy? This is a small map, you know, this is a very small map. Let's look beyond or below the cloud cover and let's see where the enemies are. And you can see I'm already way within the expected path of them, and there is a MiG-9. So MiG-9 is a dangerous aircraft, especially if it would be the late version, but there is also a Vampire. What should I go? Easy kill for the Vampire, MiG-9. Don't know. Let's see what happens. Close in or somewhere between them. Oh, the Vampire turns in a little bit of shooting and wow. Okay, that was unexpected. MiG-9 does an unexpected turn. Again, I'm missing here some of the essential upgrades. If you look at the F-84, we were looking at the wings repair, the cover and the G-suit, and all of the ordnance upgrades that I don't have at this moment. And you kind of notice that, and yeah, the MiG-9 just pulled off too many maneuvers, and there is a Yak-23. Okay, that makes things a lot worse, a lot. And he's closing in. What can I do? Well, run. Okay, the F-84 might be one of the few aircraft that actually can run from a Yak-23, barely. And I'm very lucky that he is not too close for me to pull off this maneuver. He came out of the clouds. Yak-23 is stupidly overpowered in its flight performance, and well, it has a battle rating of 7.3. So he turned away and I used that to climb back. I'm not fully turning around. I still have so much speed under my belt. I need to transfer it into altitude. The Yak-23 does the same, and look at him. I mean, he's going into the sky like a Me-163, but just with more fuel. It's incredible display. You might watch the video, and there's the Yak-23. Okay, there is the MiG-9. Okay, let's see what happens. You see, we're already just 4 minutes into the game, and oh, there is another MiG-9. He's closing in. Let's fire some 50 cals. Let's pull up, and I was very lucky that I just flew in between the shots here. And the Meteor is coming in, and I'm again very lucky that I don't get hit. Now pull up. I lost a lot of unnecessary speed here, but I have at least some altitude. Okay, and what a shame, the Heinkel 162A, a highly competitive plane at its battle rating, just got murdered by something, I don't know. And there is a MiG-9, and he doesn't see me, but I saw his flying path. He turns around and let's rip with the 50 cals, and I actually get him. Good stuff, good stuff. And the Meteor tries to zoom climb me. I level out. Yak-23 comes into a head-on. I roll out of the way. Not okay. Normally I would have done it, but I was ready to sacrifice myself to kill the Yak-23. This plane is ultra priority. When you see it, when you have the chance of getting 5 kills or this plane, get this plane. This is so incredibly powerful, the Yak-23. It's stupid. Okay. If you think that the F-84G is misplaced with its battle rating or unfair when it's top tier, well, Yak-23. So much for compression solutions, Gaijin. Well done, well done. So yeah, he broke away. This is my battle plan, to out-endure the Yak-23, to annoy him, to make me a very unattractive target. Speaking about very unattractive target, there is also a Spitfire. I suppose it's a Griffin variant, so it can also reach over 700 kilometers an hour in a dive easily. If he catches me off guard, he has the edge and maneuverability and just getting guns on target. And, you know, people complain about Hispanos sparking a lot and so forth. Whenever they shoot at me, I instantly die. When I use them, I spark. Story of my life, I guess. So the Spitfire shouldn't reach me, last famous words, I guess. And the Yak-23, MiG-9 and the Meteor, they all go up. This should be... I already have dreams of a double strike, but the Meteor notices me, he rolls out of the way, and my lead is just not quite good enough. And now where is the Yak-23? Where is the MiG-9? I've lost them, all 3 of them. Good job. So much for my experience. Maybe I should have focused on the MiG-9, I don't know. Yak-23 is again behind me, just like that, you know. All the fun in the game when engaging this plane. Yeah, so forth I have 2 kills, and I have so far the only kills on my team. So I am at the moment running from my airfield. The Yak-23 is, you know, keeping up with me. And it's around about 950 kilometers an hour, where the F-84 gets a slight advantage when you're halfway upgraded. I don't know if this guy is fully upgraded. He could also be stock. I mean, I was shocked when I played the Yak-23 and I took it out for a spin. Yeah, so this is my only chance. I really hope desperately that my AAA get something done and that the Yak-23 wastes ammunition on the Arado, which he does. And I'm flipping over now, and now the camera gets confusing again. Not just now, but now. Where? Yak-23. If he would have pulled up and would have chased me, there is a high chance he would have gotten guns on me. But gladly he wanted to go for the easy kill. He got greedy, and now I'm hunting him down. You know, this is an incredible scene, or let's say an incredible sight. A jet at the battle rating range of the Yak-23 sitting at the tail of the Yak-23. I tried to do some long range shooting, but he's doing the, you know, Russian skill thing, moving up and down, rolling, maneuvering and so forth. And even with the good performance of 50 cals, I cannot catch him. And yes, I know this is a highly risked maneuver. I oversteer here a little bit, too much elevator, and he is already out of my line of fire. So this is now very tense. Where is he? I lost him. Does he know where I am? That's the second question. And what are his plans? He received damage on the engine, which is very good. He needs to return to base. This is his real only advantage, engine performance. And he goes into a turn. I now spread a lot of 50 cals. Come on. Let's kill it. Yes! Yes! Pilot snipe. We are back in business. Yeah, get balanced, mate. I got a very lucky pilot snipe. At this moment, my heart was just really pumping. I mean, this was not the most world's incredible kill, but it's so important to win the match, to give our team a chance. And you can see, I mean, there are Heinkel 162s around. There are ME262s, Arados around, you know, against something like a Yak-23. By the way, I now have to land. While I do not have really critical damage, I lack the ammunition, down to under 200 rounds. That is not a lot. I mean, yeah, I'm using here the armor target belts with a lot of AP rounds, and the maneuvers that I use here to slow down are necessary to get the plane on ground. This is one of the hardest planes to land. I'm not joking. The landing gears rip off at around about 320. They have ripped off last match, and the flaps are also not very efficient, like the air brake. At higher speeds they're working, but at lower speeds it seems like they don't seem to work. There are other air brakes and other landing flaps that are much more efficient in the game together with the braking force. But I get the plane down undamaged. I get the quick repair, I get a reload. And I also get some fuel back. And now there is a minimum amount of fuel, I guess of 7 minutes, something like this. No, you need 20 minutes. There are some experts that go for the rapid game with all the performance, but there are maps where you spend like the first 4 minutes getting into the combat zone. Okay, that's not very long if you include your climbing, but at the end of the day, you need some combat time. You don't want to reduce yourself to a, for all intents and purposes, ME163 with 50 cals. So 3 kills. So far I'm the only one on my team that has done anything to kill the enemy. There are 3 or 4 enemy planes left. One of them is spotted, it's the Meteor, and there is also my squad member in front of me, randomly assigned like usual, and I'm just wondering what will happen next. First, let's use the air spawn, let's get in some air under our wings, and let's just accelerate. Against the Meteor, you have so many advantages. You are better in high speed maneuverability. You don't rip your wings, at least I don't so far. And yeah, you have with the speed the better burst climb potential and so forth. But then again, if the Meteor is upgraded, he can turn insanely tight with some decent energy retention. And it also then leads to the 420mm Hispanos, where you usually get those pilot snipes that annoy the living hell out of me. So at the moment, the AAA on the enemy team is shooting at me uncomfortably close and uncomfortably accurate, so I'm not quite sure what I should think about it. If I receive engine damage of this battlefield AAA, I'm highly annoyed. Every time it hits me, and sorry about this, it happens way too often for my personal taste. Then back to the airfield, repairing, wasting even more minutes. So Gaijin should tune back a little bit the AAA accuracy in the game on the normal enemy AAA on the battlefield. On airfields it's something different because of repairing and so forth. So now I actually wanted to turn away to avoid getting shot by the AAA, and I turn around. I'm pretty sure the MiG-9 cannot see me, and he gets baited beautifully by the ME262, which actually at this moment has the energy advantage on him, but he is relatively far away. So now it's my task to find this guy in the clouds, and I see the dot. I'm not quite sure if you can see it, and now you can see the condensation. I wait up until the point I'm close, and a good burst into him finishes him off. 4th kill. Okay, the chances to win the game just increased a lot. What do I know? Well, there is a Meteor. Okay, I can outplay him. The problem is to get guns on target because of his maneuverability. There is a bomber, because if you look at the leaderboard, somebody dropped bombs, and it's way too many bombs to be a normal fighter, in my opinion. So now I activate the blind hunt order, and it's actually a B-57 on the enemy airfield. He just landed. He will be repaired in just a few minutes, and then we'll see how it goes. I have no idea where the Meteor is. I have no idea where the Spitfire is. And in conjunction with playing together with the ME262 that now wants to go for the bomber on the airfield, I don't want to throw away my advantages, so I write it in chat. No, stay with me, stay at altitude. Let's see what the enemy is doing. we have the advantage, okay? We are in points lead. We also have the altitude advantage, at least I hope so, because I don't know where the Spitfire / the Meteor is. And we know where one of their team members is. So now he is actually starting very slowly, but surely. The problem is, which type of B-57 is it? Is it the version with the 50 caliber machine guns? Or is it the version with, you know, nothing at all? And he's starting very slowly. I'm observing here the point on the minimap in the bottom right corner. And yeah, he indeed is accelerating. So first of all, thumbs up to him, because he actually wants to go back into the fight. And just look at this beautiful picture. A plane in the sky with all those clouds around it. It looks really stunning. This is one of those scenes where it looks like a painted picture. Really, I love it. This is absolutely phenomenal. And it also, well, about the fight, it's debatable. And at the moment, the Meteor crashed. What? And it's just the B-57 being alive. Okay. Now here I make a mistake, or I did make a mistake. The blind hunt order is now switching to me. Okay, it just has switched. And I'm approaching this B-57. What I want to do is to kill him, of course, to get my ace, and to also, you know, probably force him back to the airfield. B-57s are insanely tanky. Their engines won't catch fire and so forth, and they are in certain speed areas they are very maneuverable as well. So the question is, does he actually notice me? Yes, he turns around and he tries to flee. I'm controlling here with my throttle, so to speak, or the engine boost, or thrust rather, and I want to also use my air brake to slow down enough to get a long burst on him. I actually hit him, but I do not aim well enough. I also get a nice spark, and now I'm a bit worried that he actually might return to the airfield and just not come back. And this tight in turn is too tight, and I just get a single hit in. And again, I tried to do it right here, but I didn't roll tight enough, so I missed the shots. And now we are, well, too close to the airfield, especially for comfort. I'm way inside the enemy AAA range, and they're already zeroing in on me. And we all know how balanced airfield AAA is. If somebody is hunting down you, they won't shoot. If you go just near the enemy airfield, they always shoot at you with you know, ridiculous accuracy. Just one position has opened up fire on me, and now what to do? Wait, why are these artillery positions blinking? Are they really, you know, there to support our ticket? Or if I kill them, that the enemy's tickets bleed down? Well, let's try out with one single burst. By the way, this is the first match after I unlocked the 50 cal upgrade for accuracy, and they are just lasers. Before that they were a bit but they were still usable. They are way superior when they are stock compared to the British and also the Soviet main armament on their jets. 23mm, 20mm, 37mm. I mean, you also can get that lucky random explosion on the enemy jet, and also pilot snipe him, but most of the time you do not do enough. And now the enemy seems to have returned to the airfield and landed and bailed out for good. And this is how we won the game. And I got mission marker and terror of the sky. Okay. So the ending was not that awesome, but that fight with the MiG-9s and the initial explosion on the Vampire was just awesome. So I thought I would make a video out of this. So amongst the many awards that I got, I also get the Iron Leg emblem, 94,000 silver lines, 6,190 research points, many awards, amongst them also the mentioned mission marker. So that's it for me today. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed this battle. If so, please give it a like. Let me know if I did everything according to how to fly jets, what do you think about my tactical approach, and as usual, we will see each other in the skies of War Thunder.